Then so I only know last time we take say that Sakura represent something.
Practice session.
Is it? Oh, nice. Wow, already got one attendee.
Today one.
I say I already have one. It's not even, it's only 5 minutes before it actually starts. Okay, got two. Your Wong Wing Neo? Yes, correct. Okay, Wong Neo. Okay.
Testing. Testing 1, 2, 3.
Can you hear me?
Yeah, I can hear. Yes.
And can you all hear?
We got we off everything.
Mm.
I off. But can I try mine also?
Yeah.
Sure.
I will.
So you mute and
I will stop share. Yeah, so now I just make sure I talk, you all can hear. Can, then video I have this. So I have to
Oh yeah. How about here?
Can you hear me?
Yes.
Okay. Okay.
Yeah, so it's right here.
Good morning, everyone, and thank you for joining us today for our webinar, Shaping Tomorrow, Control System Automation and Semiconductor Technologies. My name is Danny Lee, and I'm delighted to be your host for this engaging session. Representing Singapore Poly School of Electrical and Electronic Engineering, I would like to extend a warm welcome to all of you. We have put together a dynamic lineup of speakers who will provide an in-depth look at our CET diploma and post-diploma courses and how they can help you strive in these rapidly advancing fields. We are truly excited to have you here with us. Before we begin, here are a few important reminders to ensure a smooth and enjoyable session. Please use the Q&A features to submit your questions at any time. We'll address as many of them as we can during the dedicated Q&A segment at the end of the program. This session is being recorded, and the recording will be shared with you after the session. In today's session, we'll get a closer look at 4 CET diploma and post-diploma courses designed to support your professional growth in key technical domains. They are Diploma in Engineering (Microelectronic and Semiconductor Technology), Diploma in Engineering (Control and Automation), Advanced Diploma in Process Control and Instrumentation. Last but not least, Specialist Diploma in Robotic and Automation (Smart Intelligence). We are fortunate to have with us the expert speaker for these courses who will shed light on what sets these courses apart, the skill you will gain, and how they can help you stay competitive in the ever-changing engineering and technological landscape. Let us dive in now. Our first speaker is Mr. Lim Sing Kiat, and he will be sharing on the new part-time Diploma in Engineering (Microelectronic and Semiconductor Technology). He will cover how this course equips learners with essential skills for impactful work in the semiconductor industry. Sing Kiat, the floor is yours.
Thank you, Danny. Hi, my name is Sing Kiat. I'm the course manager for this new CET Diploma in Engineering, Microelectronic and Semiconductor Technology. Okay, let's look at the global market trend for semiconductor. Today, the whole industry currently is at around 500 billions, and it is projected to exceed 1 trillion by the year 2032. So we are expecting a high growth in this sector. If you look at Singapore by itself, semiconductor contributed 7% of Singapore GDP, and we supply 11% of chip worldwide. And also 20% of the semiconductor equipment is manufactured in Singapore. Okay, as a whole, Singapore employ around 33,000 people in Singapore. Okay, and if you look at the recent semiconductor investment and development in Singapore, you can see that there are a lot of major companies opening up new facility and employing a lot more jobs in Singapore. In 2022, UMC announced a construction of a 4.8 billion new plant. 2023, Silicon Box and Global Foundries also opened up new facility and require additional of 2,000 over jobs. In 2024, Topan, Vanguard, and Citronics all have new facility groundbreakings and require more jobs. So we decided that because of the strong demands that for semiconductors, we will start a new course which focus on the principal application of microelectronic and semiconductor technologies in the area of IC design, wafer fabrication, and IC testing. This course also emphasizes on quality, reliability, and yield improvement, defect failure, and also manufacturing excellence. This is a 2.5-year part-time diploma with reduced course duration of 900 hours. It will be conducted in 3 evenings per week for 15 weeks per semester. This course have 5 modules, module certificate, and 11 modules. MC1 and MC2 will cover fundamental electrical and electronics modules. MC3 will focus on wafer fabrication fundamental as well as IC design. MC4 will enhance in the wafer fabrication technology and also cover IC packaging and testing. And finally, for MC5, it will emphasize in quality, reliability, yield, defect, and failure analysis, as well as manufacturing excellence. So what are the 3 unique selling points of this course? Basically, it's really executive at SP. This is the first full-time, part-time diploma that really focus on fully specialized in microelectronic and semiconductor technology. Okay, and secondly, this course will cover industry relevant knowledge and skill. It will comprise of the relevant technical knowledge and skills in the area of IC design, wafer fabrication, IC testing, quality, and yield. And finally, this course has full industrial endorsement and support. Major semiconductor company like SSIA, GlobalFoundries, UMC, Micron, Silicon Box, StatChipPAC, KLA, and Applied have endorsed and fully support this course. This page shows the details of the 5 modules, and together there are a total of 900 hours and it covers across 2.5 years. So next I go through the progressive pathway for participants. Those graduated from the part-time diploma have the opportunity to further studies in relevant post-diploma courses and also be able to have the opportunity to be further study into anywhere Bachelor of Technology as well as SIT competency-based stackable micro credentials pathway program. This course intake, we plan for 20 participants and 2 intake per year. So total of 40 per year. And this course is 2.5 years or 5 semesters with 900 hours, 3 evenings per week, and conducted in SP campus. The first semester is going to start in this coming October. This will be the first launch of this diploma. And the minimum requirement for this to entry into this diploma is as below. For O-level, you need to have 1 year of relevant experience and with the current with the following grades as shown in this table. And for ITE holders, this is the requirement as shown on this page. So final takeaway, whether you are looking for upgrading or whether you are an individual looking for switching to microelectronics and semiconductor profession, or whether you are a company looking to sponsor your staff for a part-time diploma in microelectronic and semiconductor, this is the right course for you. Thank you.
Thank you, Cynthia, for that comprehensive and insightful presentation. Next, we have Mr. Wong Wing Yu, who will present on 2 courses, and they are the Diploma in Engineering, Control and Automation, and Advanced Diploma in Process Control and Instrumentation. Wing Yu, over to you, please.
Good afternoon, everybody. I'm Mr. Wong Wing Yew. I'm course manager for the Diploma in Engineering, Control and Automation. So today I will present the diploma to you. Okay, what's the objective of this diploma? Now, basically, we want to train participants in the area of automation, instrumentation, and control. This will allow you to work in various areas, including maintenance, process control, production, development, and so on, and mainly in the manufacturing sector that includes petrochemical, manufacturing, pharmaceutical, food processing, oil and gas, and power. So in essence, we are targeted to meet the manufacturing sector's need for skilled workforce in the area of control and automation. Now you look at this chart. This chart shows the industry demand. Now the diagram shows you the manufacturing output per worker. That is how much each worker can produce. So you can see that over the past few years, the manufacturing output for workers has been rising. And the reason for this is that most of our industry now adopt advanced manufacturing technology such as robotics, automation. This makes them more productive, and therefore they can pay the workers better. And in return, the workers must have better skills. So the workers must upskill themselves, and this is where this cost comes in. So we help the workers to upgrade themselves so that they can work in the areas, such as robotics and automation. Now, this chart shows the remuneration per worker, means how much the worker pays. So you can see that again, there's a healthy rise in the remuneration for workers. So we signal to you that there's a demand for workers. That's why the pay rise. At the same time, the workers are now doing higher skill work, and therefore they actually obtain a better pay. So these two charts shows you the demand for highly skilled workers. These workers that are trained to work in this control and automation area. Now, here are some key takeaways from article published in the EDB website. Now, back in 2021, when Mr. Chan Chun Sing is a trade industry minister, he actually set a target for 2030. So what he says is that the next step is to grow the country's integral manufacturing by 50% by 2030. If we need to achieve this goal, you have to develop competitiveness through an ability to innovate quickly and produce higher value products and not to lowering the cost of production. In other words, what he's saying is that companies need to innovate to produce high value products, and we are not going to go back to the path of lowering production costs, meaning getting cheap labor. In fact, we will pay more for the workers who are skillful and can work in this area. Now, then the EDB Vice President also mentioned the local manufacturing industry has evolved to become one of the world's most advanced over the years, with firms competing on the global stage to skilled workforce and the use of advanced technology such as robotics automation. In other words, what the industry wants is skilled workforce and the workforce that are able to handle advanced technology such as robotics automation, which is what this course is about. So we are playing a role to help to produce this skilled workforce and that can use advanced technology such as robotics and automation. Now, these are from the government. How about from the private sector? The Singapore Manufacturing Federation President Douglas Foo at the time, he also mentioned this. The manufacturing industry needs a local workforce. Take note, it's local workforce with required skill and set to operate technologies that are presently in use, and also willing to advance and contribute towards the transformation of the manufacturing sector. And what we mean by transformation? Basically, automation is just one step in the transformation journey. The manufacturer also need to actively review and operating their process to incorporate Industry 4.0 tools such as AI and IoT. So all this points to the fact that we need our workers to upskill themselves, especially in the area of automation, AI, and IoT. So later you'll find that all this is covered in this course. Now, here's an overview of this diploma in engineering, automation, control automation. Now, this diploma is organized as 5 modular cert. Each modular cert comprises of 2 modules. In other words, if you pass these 2 modules, you get your modular cert 1. Then if you pass another 2 modules, you get your second certificate. And if you finish all the 10 modules, you have 5 modular certificate, which can be converted into the diploma. So how is the schedule like? Now, every one modular certificate will be covered in 1 semester. So in other words, to complete for the whole diploma, you need 5 semesters or 2.5 years. Now, if you look at a bit more detail from in the modules, the first 2 modular certificate will actually build up the foundation in electrical and electronics engineering. Because in order for you to move over to the 6 modules in modular certificate 3, 4, and 5, you need to have some foundation, good foundation in electrical and electronics. So the first 2 modular certificate aims to build up the foundation through these 4 modules. Now, then from certificate 3, 4, and 5, you see that most of them are applications. So that includes PLC, programmable logic controller, artificial intelligence, robotics, sensors, and digital manufacturing technology. So all these are very practical courses that will be covered and to provide the skills to work in the industry. Now, so you go further detail, what do we cover in the first module certificate? So you can see there are 2 modules. One is called electrical principle, another is called digital principle. So for electrical principle, we actually cater for participants who have no background in electrical engineering. So they learn the basic things like energy and power sources, how to use the measuring instruments, what's AC, what's DC, and all the laws such as control voltage law, current law, and voltage law, and so on. From the digital principle, they will learn how to design and construct simple combination circuits using all the integrated chips, integrated circuits. And then they also learn some sequential logic circuits such as flip-flops and monostables. Then after they complete their modular certificate 1, they will move on to modular certificate 2, which further builds up the foundation in electrical and electronics engineering. So module 1, called analog electronics, is a continuation of the module called electrical principles in the modular certificate 1. So it covers more advanced topics like semiconductors, diodes, special diodes, bipolar transistors, and transducers, and then operation amplifiers. And for digital electronics, it's a continuation from the digital system, whereby you study continuation from digital principles, okay, whereby you study more advanced integrated circuits such as multiplexers, decoders, counters, and shift register. Now, once you have covered that, you have built up enough foundation to continue with the course. So in modular certificate 3, you will study 2 modules. One is PLC application, where you will learn how to use and program a programmable logic controller. And these are the equipment that are very widely used in the automation industry. And then we also will cover control system, which provides foundational knowledge and techniques of basic control system. So you need to understand the control system. So we'll cover topics like basic control system representation using block diagram, system performance analysis, controller concepts and tuning techniques, okay, like a PID controller and so on. Now then, because it's the basic course, we only focus on the single loop control, single loop feedback control. In your modular certificate 4, we move on to AI, artificial intelligence, where you learn about artificial intelligence and machine learning. So we want to build up some foundation knowledge in you, so that you can move on to learn how to make use of all these AI and machine learning tools. And this will allow you to apply all this knowledge in your work or in projects. And of course, in the course, we also let you do some small projects for you to get the practical experience of using these tools. Then at the same time, we also introduce you to robotics technology in the next module, okay, which cover the trends and application of robots technology. So this module is a very hands-on approach. So you will actually learn by building the robots, by programming the robots. And in the last module certificate, you will take 2 modules, smart sensor actuators and digital manufacturing technology, to prepare you to work in the Industry 4.0 sectors. So for Industry 4.0, you know that comprises of all the automation equipment who are connected together, and they're all equipped with sensors and sensors actuators. And these sensors nowadays are smart sensors. In other words, it's not just measuring voltage or current, or measuring some parameters and convert them to voltage current, but instead they collect a lot of data, and this data can actually be stored in the cloud and can be used for further analysis. So we will first start off in the smart sensor and actuator circuit by providing you the basic knowledge of the various types of smart sensor and actuators that are used in the automation industry. And then we will introduce you to all the data sensing, analysis, signal conditioning techniques, and finally focus on the smart sensor applications which are used in advanced manufacturing. And in the module in digital manufacturing technology, we will actually cover how all these various automation systems are actually networked together, and how they actually communicate each other, as well as how they actually work together, collect the data, and can be passed on to all the different machines to use. Now, our course is very practice-oriented. Okay, so a lot of practical lessons, and the training is conducted in our labs with all these advanced equipment, all these used in the industry, such as the Siemens 1500 PLC, the Bokov industrial PCs, ABB robots, and the 6 smart centers. And for those of you who want to upgrade yourself, if you are interested to get a full-time degree course, you can join SIT, whereby you can receive credit exemptions if you apply for the Bachelor of Engineering with honors in electrical power engineering. Now, for those of you who want to do a part-time program, your diploma will qualify you to admission to the part-time BTech program at NUS. Okay, but you must first complete the BTech engineering bridging units first. Once you complete this engineering successfully, then you can join the part-time BTech program. For those of you who actually just want to further upskill yourself, you're not really going for the university degree, you can consider this diplomas, specialist diploma in robotics automation, or the advanced diploma in process control and instrumentation, so that to further your skills. And later I will present to you this advanced diploma in process control and instrumentation, which is actually the follow-up course for those who graduated from the diploma in control automation. Now, what we cover is actually aligned to the skills framework. So as I mentioned, our course mainly help to provide the manpower, okay, to upskill the workers in the manufacturing sector. So these are the clusters in the manufacturing sector that we are targeting at: the built environment, engineering, chemical, engineering services, precision engineering. And the skills that you learn in this course is mapped to all these technical skills competency. So this course has 2 intakes per year in April and October. So the coming intake will be for the October intake. Okay, so the application period is from 1st of June to 31st of July. What's entry requirement? Now, if you have an O-level cert, okay, so you will qualify for the course as long as you have passed your English, Maths, and Science, and you have at least 1 year of relevant working experience. For those of you who actually come from ITE and you have a 9-tech in an engineering discipline, with GPA 3.5 and above, you can qualify for this course. But if your GPA is below 3.5 but more than 3, then you need at least 1 year of relevant working experience. For those of you who got your 9-tech through part-time, that means you have a 9-tech in technology, same thing in an engineering discipline, you will need to have a GPA of greater than 3.5 and at least 1 year of relevant working experience. For those of you who have higher 9-tech, you only need to have a GPA of 2.0. If your GPA is less than 2.0, then you need to have at least 1.5 and 1 year of relevant working experience. And for those of you who do a part-time higher 9-tech, so in the engineering discipline, your GPA must be greater than 2 and have at least 1 year of relevant working experience. Now, if you have other qualification other than those specified above, we will need to assess your qualification to see if it's good enough. And at the same time, you must have at least 2 years of relevant working experience. The duration of this course I just mentioned just now is 5 semesters or 2.5 years. The total course hour is 900 hours. So you only need to come for a course, for lesson 3 evenings per week from 6:30 to 10:30 p.m. And the lessons will be conducted at the SP campus. So for every year we have 2 semesters. For the next intake in October, your semester starts from 21st October to 20th February. There will be a 3 years mid-semester break during the December holidays. Okay, so now I will move on to the next presentation on the advanced diploma in Okay, so my next presentation will be on the advanced diploma in process control and instrumentation. Now, what I just mentioned just now, this diploma is actually to further your studies after you completed your diploma in automation and control. Now, so same as the diploma in automation and control, we aim to offer post-diploma training. Now it's post-diploma, it is more advanced training to working adults and equip them with knowledge and skills to meet the evolving needs in the area of instrumentation, process control, and automation. So the area is similar to what we cover in the diploma in automation and control. Now, the focus of this course basically is in 3 main areas. One is the principal application of instrumentation and measurement system. The second area is in process controls technology, and this covers both process control system, distributed process control system, as well as industrial networks and cybersecurity. And the last area is the use of programmable logic technologies, artificial intelligence, machine learning in automation systems. So these are the 3 areas in terms of curriculum which are focusing on. And in terms of the industry, basically, we are also focusing to support the training needs of the manufacturing sector. And in the manufacturing sector, the key manufacturing industries that we're supporting are the energy and chemical, the biopharmaceutical manufacturing, and the electronics. And the key job roles are the process engineer, maintenance supervisor, engineering and maintenance engineer, assistant equipment engineer, and so on. So you can see from the job title that this is an advancement from what normally diploma holders hold. Now, this diagram shows you the industry demand, but from a different angle. This is the data from Ministry of Manpower. It shows you the employment level, means the total number of people employed over the past decade. And you look from the time from between 2020 and 2024, the figure actually, the number employed actually rise from 3.6 million all the way to 4 million. And in these statistics that they presented, okay, they break down the sectors into the 4 main sectors, basically manufacturing sector, construction, services, and others. So of course, our course is targeted at the manufacturing sector. So you can see that over the past 5 years, the percentage of the employees of the people employed in the manufacturing sector remains quite constant between 12 to 12.5%. So with this quite stable percentage coupled with the increase in manpower, there's actually an increase in workers' demand for this sector, or increase in manpower demand for graduates is strong. So in other words, what we are looking at is basically how to upskill our current workers who are already working in this manufacturing sector, plus attract workers from other sectors to join this sector. Now, these are the information that we have collected from the Ministry of Trade and Industry, basically on the industry demand and outlook. So just now we mentioned that there are three main sectors in the manufacturing sector that we are looking at. So the first one is the chemical cluster. So chemical cluster is a major cluster in the manufacturing sector. It accounts for 15.9% of the sector's value added. And over based on what the MTI predicted, over the medium term, okay, Singapore's chemical cluster is expected to continue to grow. This is supported by the external demand as well as capacity expansions. Now, the next sector that we look at is actually the biopharmaceutical sector. So I think you are aware that whenever we announce our economic growth, the two main sectors, the electronic sector and the electronic cluster and the pharmaceutical sector always contributes a lot to the economic growth in Singapore. So Singapore is actually the home to 60 manufacturing facilities, including top companies like Novartis, AstraZeneca, and Pfizer. I think all these names are ever since COVID time, everybody knows they are actively involved in the fabrication of the COVID vaccines. So these 60 manufacturing facilities, they employ more than 9,000 workers. Okay, and this is a 70% increase in the sector's employment over the past 10 years. So you can see that the demand for workers in this area is growing very fast. And the EDB Vice President of Healthcare, Mr. Chen, also told the Straits Times that in the coming months, there will be at least 1,000 new jobs added when many of these facilities are fully operational. And he also mentioned that significant manufacturing job opportunities will be created for Singaporeans in the next few years. So in other words, we need to produce enough of workers, upskill enough of workers for them to work there, and also a good opportunity for you to join this group. Then the major sector in the major cluster in the manufacturing sector is our electronic cluster. This is the largest cluster, with accounting for 46.9% of the sector's VA. And again, MTI predicted that the cluster is poised for growth in both the short term and long term. For the short term, we will basically then benefit from a turnaround in the global semiconductor demand. So there are more semiconductor demand now. And over longer term, okay, the growth is supported by semiconductor demand in the automotive and AI end of the market. Now, so what do we cover in this course? Now, so in this advanced diploma, again, we split it into 4 post-diploma certificate. So PDC 1 to PDC 4. So every PDC 1 comprises of 2 modules. If you complete the 2 modules, you get 1 post-diploma certificate. So you need to complete all the 8 modules before that means you complete all the 4 post-diploma certificate before you're awarded the advanced diploma. Now, the slight difference between this structure and the one in the diploma in automation and control is that you can complete 2 post-diploma certificate in 1 semester, meaning that in 1 semester you can take 4 modules and you only need 1 year to get your advanced diploma. So I think if you look around, there are no other courses in any of the polytechnics, no other CET courses in the polytechnics that allow you to get advanced diploma within 1 year. But then you have to take 4 modules per semester. Now, so what will you learn in this course? Now, like what I mentioned, we focus on 3 areas. The first area is on the instrumentation and measurement. So in this area, you will actually teach you the various type of transducer. So it's not just teach, we will expose you to learn how to analyze the various types of transducer, and then how to use the different kind of data acquisition and signal conditioning techniques and apply this knowledge to set up instrumentation system. So in other words, your knowledge is at 1 more level higher. It's not just learning about maintenance, and we also learn how to set up instrumentation systems. And then we also cover advanced instrumentation and measurement techniques such as digital interfacing, intelligent instrumentation, wireless data acquisition, and IoT. So there's a lot of this a lot of these advanced techniques that are covered in this advanced diploma. In the process control area, okay, you will learn how to, you learn about these distributed control systems. Basically, we have a process simulation system that allows you to learn how to configure and program this distributed control system. And you have a lot of chance to have hands-on proficiency in configuring, operating the digital control systems for industrial applications. Then for the industry network, okay, you know that for any network, there's always vulnerabilities due to cybersecurity issues. So you will learn how to evaluate all these vulnerabilities and recommend cybersecurity defense strategies, and then you will have a chance to demonstrate your skills using network security operations and troubleshooting using Cisco networking routers and switches. In other words, you have a chance to work with all these routers, switches that are widely used in the industry to see how you can configure your system to provide the necessary security operations as well as how to troubleshoot your system. For the final area, which is on the programmable logic controller, artificial intelligence and machine learning. So this is what you will cover. For the programmable logic controller, you will learn how to program them using ladder diagrams and programming languages. Now, this is also covered in our diploma, but this in the advanced diploma, you learn more. But for students participants who have not make use of programmable logic controller before, we will also start from some basics for you to learn. Then you will learn how to implement automation system using your PLC programming. Then we will also teach you artificial intelligence machine learning tools, and then you will apply them in automation and robotics projects. And finally, you also learn how to evaluate, implement the artificial intelligence and machine learning technologies in automation systems. Again, like what I mentioned just now, our course is very practice-oriented. So you can use all these equipment, Siemens 1500 PLC, Berkov IPC, and Cisco networking routers and switches in our labs. And same thing, if you wish to continue your further your studies in full-time degree course in SIT, you will be given credit exemptions. Okay, if you apply for the Bachelor of Engineering with honors in electrical power engineering in SIT. For those of you who wants to take up other courses, okay, you can also apply for the robotics and automation control application courses in the robotics and automation application or in advanced manufacturing. And this is again shows you the skills framework. We are aligned to the skills framework for these three sectors. And these are the proficiency levels in the technical skill competency that our courses, our modules are aligned to. The course intake, same thing, 2 intakes per year in April and October. So the coming October intake, the application will start on 1st of June to 31st of July. Minimum requirement, applicant must possess a relevant engineering polytechnic diploma. So if you have a engineering polytechnic diploma in electrical, electronics, mechanical, and so on, you can qualify for this course. And of course, we will give preference to those with relevant working experience, but it's not compulsory. So it also facilitates applicants who want to switch from one engineering area to another engineering area. Now, for those of you who do not possess a relevant engineering polytechnic diploma, we would have to look at what your qualification is, but then you will need to have at least 5 years of relevant working experience or to support your evidence of competency readiness. So the course duration is 1 year or 2 semesters, so you can complete the advanced diploma in 1 year. Total course hours 480. Now, because you need to take 4 modules, you need to come to school for 4 evenings per week from 6:30 to 10:30. So it's quite heavy. It's conducted in SP campus. Now, for those of you who cannot afford to come for 4 evenings per unit, you can just apply to take only 1 post-diploma certificate. That means just take 2 modules per semester, but then you will get your diploma only in 2 years. So same as the other diploma, your October semester starts from 21st October and ends in 20th February with a 3-week mid-semester break in December. So that's the end of my presentation.
Thank you, Wing Yu, for those valuable insights into these two courses and their career opportunities ahead. Finally, it's my pleasure to introduce Dr. Yang Zizong, and he is the expert speaker for the Specialist Diploma in Robotics and Automation, Smart Intelligence. He will be sharing how this course prepares learners to excel in the growing field of smart technologies and sustainable development. Zizong, over to you, please.
Okay, good afternoon, everyone. This is Dr. Yang here. So I'm here to share with you on the Specialist Diploma in Robotics and Automation, Smart Intelligence. Okay, this is a relatively new course offered by us. Let me start by sharing with you on the background info on why this course was introduced. I think even without introduction, we noticed that in the main medium, in the recent years, there has been fair amounts of discussions about robotics, Industry 4.0. Okay, so this is a capture of some of these type of things. Interesting to us is that Singapore as a country, we actually want to position ourselves in a advanced position in this exciting area. So we actually want to be the robotics innovator in this field, and Singapore is doing very well. In terms of, for example, industrial robot density, we are among the top nations in the world. Okay, so last time was only second to South Korea. And if we look at the industrial outlook, and our robotics is closely related to the manufacturing industry. So in Singapore's government planning, this is the manufacturing industry is a steadily growing industry. In fact, there was the plan from 2020 for 10-year plan is this year 50% increase in this industry. So some of these data from government agency sources also support the growth of manufacturing. Now, to support this such planning and support the growth of manufacturing in Singapore, especially in the advanced areas like robotics, so the government also have a lot of plans for how the educational institutions will be able to support our local industry as well as international enterprise will set up their footprint in Singapore. So there was Singapore Polytechnic is one of the polys that is geared up to provide the substantial training and the research and the R&D in these robotic and control areas. So this is a background on why we introduce this course is to meet the industrial demand and our national planning for these exciting areas. In developing this specialist diploma, we had extensive consultation with relevant industries. And these are some of the industries that supported our application. You can see that we have local as well as international industries that supporting this course. Okay, let me share with you on our course objective. The course objective of this specialist diploma is actually twofold. The first one is to provide our students with basic knowledge and the practical skills in robotic on the automation fundamentals. So we feel that for training courses in this area, the fundamental knowledge on this robotics and automation are still necessary. Secondly, is we also want to provide our students with the new technologies that are widely used in this exciting area. So these are including technologies in AI, IoT, machine learning, cloud analytics. Okay, so in the modules that we offer, so there will be a mixture of these two. So we provide the fundamental training as well as trainings in the cutting edge technologies. This course is offered in a stackable manner with another specialist diploma. The difference is that these two specialist diplomas actually share one of the post-diploma certs called the PDC-1, which have two MCs inside. And the students who complete PDC-1 can go on to the diploma that I'm presenting now, is Smart Intelligence on NSRSI, by taking on this PDC-3. So again, there are two modules inside this PDC-3. They can go on to take the PDC-2, which is the robotics and applications specialization, which is another specialist diploma. So this is a stackable structure, all right? So of course, when students sign up with courses, they need to indicate on which of the specialist diploma they are taking. For example, when you sign up with this course, NSRSI, that means you indicate your interest that you are going to take on PDC-1 and the PDC-3. However, after you completed the NSRSI, let's say you would like to also obtain the specialist diploma in robotics and applications by taking on PDC-2, so you can do so, and you can continue by taking one more semester on two more modules, then that allow you to obtain another specialist diploma. All right, so this is a course structure for the two specialist diplomas, which can be stacked together. All right. Okay, next one is I want to share with you on the actual modules that you will take. Not in very details, but just to highlight on the major areas, major contents that will be covered in the modules. For the specialist diploma in robotic automation, and we have 4 modules. So these are two PDCs, 4 modules. In PDC-1, these are the 2 modules that you are going to take. One is called Industrial Automation Systems. Now, these industrial automation systems provide the foundation of how an industrial automation system works. They will touch on the topics like sensing, actuating, PLC, as well as the common items like HMI, communications, motion control, and machine-to-machine communication with OPC UA. So these are typical industrial technologies used in industry. So this will be introduced in this fundamental module on industrial automation systems. Now, another module in PDC-1 is PLC with cloud analytics. So in this module, we introduce generally how you can develop a project using a PLC-based automation system. And this process will involve the monitoring and the visualization analytics of the control data and through these networks and the cloud systems. So these two modules are common to the two specialist diplomas. Now, for this smart intelligence specialist diploma, these are what we will have in the PDC3. PDC3 have two modules. One is on robotics and smart sensing. Now, this module will provide our students with training skills in robotics, programming, as well as the sensors and the actuators that was used in robotics as well as automation systems. Okay, so things like LiDAR, positioning sensors, safety sensors, like color sensors, all these will be introduced to our students in this module. The programming of robotics will involve robotic arms as well as mobile robots. The other module in this PDC3 is machine learning and AI for automation. So in this specialized module, we'll introduce our students with basic knowledge of AI and machine learning, but we'll also touch on how these techniques and solutions can be applied to industrial automation systems. Right, so this is like a mixture of AI and machine learning theory and the actual practical tools that can be applied to industrial systems. All right, so this is a outline of what is this system can offer to our students. All right, just some course highlight to mention to you. This we have worked with SIT on the credit exemptions. Students who went through our specialist diploma will be given credit exemptions at some of their CSM. Okay. The another aspect of our course is there is a strong emphasis on practical-oriented approach. So all these modules will require our students to have extensive hands-on experience, real configurations on devices and systems. Okay, so this just summarize on the course highlight. This is a course that will provide our students with fundamental knowledge in robotics and automation, as well as introducing the new technologies that can be applied to this area, including AI, IoT, machine learning, and cloud analytics. So the kind of job that is available for students who graduate from the course, these are not exhaustive, but some of the samples that you may be interested to know. Though the job titles include production managers or assistant production managers, facilities managers or facilities engineer, or engineer or supervisor in maintenance, and as well as automation coordinators or robot coordinators. Okay, these are some general information. The course intake so far has been twice a year. Okay, it's planned like that, and you actually implemented like that. So there are April and October intake, and for the April intake, the application period is December and January. Okay, for October intake, it will be June and July. So entry requirements for specialist diplomas, I think is similar to all the other advanced and specialist diplomas. Is we need a minimum diploma qualification in the relevant field. For this case, it will be in computer, electrical, electronics, mechanical, and mechatronics engineering. Okay, this should be from a recognized institution. Okay, for individuals whose diploma qualification are not in this field, you still can apply, but will be evaluated on a case-by-case basis. We do have students who successfully convert to from other field into this exciting area. For applicants who do not have a diploma qualification, okay, you still can also apply. Evaluation will be based on typically working experience and the projects that you did, right? So generally, there will be at least 5 years of relevant working experience required. Okay, so the total cost hours is 240 hours. I think for specialist diplomas, it's relatively not as heavy as advanced diplomas. So students typically are required to come for lessons 2 evenings per week, typically 4 hours from 6:30 to 10:30. Now, many of the modules will have online sessions and face-to-face sessions. And a typical semester in Singapore Poly is 18 weeks, and then in the middle there is a 3-week break, right? So the 2 semesters, typical semesters are like this, from October to February, and then from April to August. All right. So just a quick link from that. If you are interested to apply for this specialist diploma, you can go to SP website and you can do a search on specialist diploma in robotics and automation or some of the keywords. You will be able to find this or this website. So let me just take you to the website to just have a quick look on how it's like. So this is a specialist diploma website. So this is our NSRA website. So there is all the essential informations are available there. So you can have a browse through, and if you are interested to register, then you click on the register interest. There will be more information provided to you on the course fees and so on and so forth. Okay, so that's sharing with you on where to register and get this information. All right, I think that ends my presentation. For any questions that you may have, you can post or ask us. Thank you very much.
Thank you, Tzu Tsung, for your engaging and informative presentation. Once again, thank you to all our speakers for their fantastic presentation. We will now move into the Q&A segment, and if you haven't already, please submit your questions through the Q&A box. I will direct them to our expert speaker, and we'll address as many of them as we can. So let us begin. So while you are still preparing your questions, maybe I just want to highlight a few key points to all the attendees over here. First is the registration of the CET diploma and post-diploma courses will begin on 1st of June. All right, 1st of June, you can start to register your interest, which is on Sunday. All right, 1st of June is on Sunday, and you can start to indicate your interest and register for the CET course. And the last day for registration is on 31st of August, 2025. Right. So if you are really interested in any of the CET courses, kindly submit your application form early and secure your CET course to advance your career. Another point to highlight is this recognition of prior learning, because the course experts have talked about the minimum entry requirement, and there is one clause that is made available is this recognition of prior learning, which means that applicants who do not meet the MER, minimum entry requirement, may apply for admission to the CET course by producing evidence of relevant working experience. right? It can be must be relevant to the course that you are applying, and then submit the information to ascertain your competency readiness. All right. So if let's say they require more information, all right, to ascertain your competency readiness, they may then write to you and ask you for more information. All right. So we'll do our best to see how we can help you and enroll into the course. The other point to highlight is regarding the financial support from NTUC under the UTAP. UTAP stands for the Union Training Assistant Program, or in short, UTAP. So if you are NTUC Union member age 40 and above, all right, under the UTAP, you can enjoy up to $500 per year for courses commencing from 1st July 2020 to 31st of December 2025, which is within the time frame. So if you are NTUC Union member, do consider to tap on this financial support to join our CET courses. The last point I want to highlight is this ITE Progression Award for Singaporean ITE graduate, regardless of age, whether you are fresh grad or whether you are for many years. As long as you are Singaporean ITE graduate, you'll receive a 10,000 top-up to your CPF ordinary account upon completion of the diploma. So if you're enrolled in the CT course, diploma course by age of 30, all right, so there's a time, this one is age of 30, then you will get additional, all right, 5K post-secondary education account top-up after enrollment. So this is only eligible for those ITE graduate below 30 years old. All right, you get an additional 5K PSEA top-up after enrollment. So do, for ITE graduate out there, do seize the opportunity to register and take up CET courses from Singapore Polytechnic, the best engineering institution in Singapore. Okay, let's see if there are any questions that we have. Okay, there is no questions as of now. All right. Maybe I would invite the course chair. I mean the expert speaker with us today, to maybe highlight some of the key points, all right, about their course. All right, a quick shout out about their courses that they have presented, so that to summarize, those key points. Okay, may I invite Sinkiat, since he's the first speaker, to start off this. Sinkiat.
Okay, thank you, Danny. Okay, so I want to re-emphasize on the course that I'm promoting, which is on the DEMST, Diploma in Engineering, Microelectronic and Semiconductor Technology. So this course is really the first in Singapore, okay? It's focusing on semiconductor and microelectronic technology. There are a total of 7 modules that are specialized in semiconductor, which cover wafer fabrication, IC design, IC testing, defect, UFA, and manufacturing excellence. Secondly, this course is really industry relevant. For IC testing, you will have hands-on experience using advanced tester, and handler. For IC design, you will use Cadence software to do IC design. And for wafer fabrication, you will have the opportunity to go into the clean room to utilize practice some of the process tool inside our clean room. And you also learn about defect and FA, which in the industry, people know that they are very relevant. And you also learn about troubleshooting tools like 8D, Report, and 5Y, which is very important for people working in the operation in the industry. And thirdly, this course is endorsed by a lot of major companies in Singapore like World Foundry, Micron, UMC, SSMC, and StatChipPack. They have show their interest, endorse their interest in hiring graduate from this diploma. Yes, so this is the course that it's the right course for you if you are looking at upgrading yourself or you are planning to do a career switch to semiconductor. Thank you.
Thanks, Sing Kiat. Right, so this is a new part-time CET diploma. If you are in this industry sector or planning to move into this industry sector, look no further. This will be the right course for you. Next, let me invite Wing Yu to share about the two CET courses. Wing Yu, over to you.
Sorry, okay, my mic was muted. So hi everybody. As you know, the manufacturing sector is the major sector in our economy. The government has put a lot of effort to promote and make sure that this sector grows, and many companies have invested in this sector. So the jobs are there. The demand for manpower is there. So if you are interested to work in the manufacturing sector, then you can, if you do not possess diploma, you come and join the diploma in engineering control automation to prepare you to work in this area. If you already have an engineering diploma and you want to upskill yourself, okay, or you have an engineering diploma but you are currently not working in this area, come and join our advanced diploma in process and information control, so that you can actually be upskilled and well equipped to work in this area. Thank you.
Okay, thanks, Wing Yu. Maybe I just highlight a few more key points about the two diploma. First, is the diploma in engineering control and automation. If you do well for the modules, you will get exemption of credit units from SIT. So which means that after finishing your diploma, 2.5 years, you will get module exemption from SIT and further progress on to do bachelor degree in power engineering at SIT. I think this is something that will reduce your duration when you further study at SIT. It also offers you a pathway to enroll into a BTech course at NUS. All right, the best university in Singapore, and you are able to enroll into BTech program through this part-time diploma. And this course is practice orientated with industry standard training. So that will also prepare you very well for work. So whether you are going to further your study or you are going to work, this course will prepare you well for either of the two pathways. Now, for advanced diploma in process control and instrumentation, rarely you come across advanced diploma. Many of the other polytechnics will offer you specialist diploma. So in this advanced diploma, there are 8 modules, and really, all right, with the rigor of this advanced diploma, one thing is that it will give you the exemption to SIT, the Bachelor of Engineering in Power Engineering. So this one will give you the credit exemption. It's a blended learning, which means that you enjoy over 25% of the course lesson through online learning. It could be a synchronous lesson, it could be an async lesson, right? So blended learning of up to more than 25%. And again, this also prepare you well for the industry through the practice-oriented approach, right? So these are the few highlights just to share with all of you. Okay, last but not least, maybe I will invite Dr. Yang to share about the specialist diploma in robotics and automation, smart intelligence. Over to you.
Hi, everyone. This just to highlight a few key features of the course. One is very practical based. students will be through the modules, they will use real industrial facilities like robots and control systems like Siemens PLC systems, Omron systems, okay, ABB's robots and so on. So it's actually very core engineering course. This is one aspect. So the other one I want to highlight to you is that for this course, you get this mixture of training in the robotics and automation fundamentals, as well as learn the new technologies that are important to the development of these industries like AI, machine learning, IoT, okay, and cloud analytics. Right. Thank you.
Okay, thank you, Zhong. All right, so again, this specialist diploma will also allow you to gain access to credit exemption towards the SIT degree program as well. All right, so we do not have any question at this point in time. And I believe all the key points have been covered. And should you have further questions, always reach out to us. Our contact details for each of the CT courses are available in the website. Am I at the right place for registration? Okay, so for registration is on the website. There is this you can click on this let me see the real name. It's called register interest. All right. Once you click on register interest, then yeah, you can click on register interest. Then you just enter your details. Then I guess the steps will bring you in through to submit your registration. All right. In any case, if you need any further assistance, always reach out to us. We will definitely help you in the process. All right. Yeah. Thank you for that questions. Okay. So I think let us maybe wrap up this session. Thank you once again to all our speakers for sharing their expertise and to all of you for joining us today. We hope this session has been both informative and inspiring. Stay connected with us, and we look forward to seeing you taking our CET courses at Singapore Polytechnic School of Electrical and Electronic Engineering. Have a great weekend ahead, and thank you for being part of today's webinar. Take care. Bye.